first video, Introduction to Visual Representations of Imaging, What Makes a Great Mix, introduces you to our framework for displaying sounds visually. We'll map out how each piece of equipment in the control room affects imaging, the apparent placement of sounds between the speakers. We begin by mapping out the space between the speakers. Then we'll explain the mapping of sound to visuals. Once we have built a visual framework, we can then use it to explore all of the different types of mixes in the world. Then you'll have a good perspective on which to base your own values. The second video, Visual Representations of Studio Equipment, is an overview of the basic functions of each piece of equipment in the studio. Using the visuals, we will explore some of the most basic functions of reverb, delays, flanging, choruses, compression, and noise gates. Doing this serves a couple of purposes. First, you learn the basic functions of the equipment. Second, you get to know the details of mapping of audio functions to visuals, so that when we show mixes in real time, you can see them in more detail. Also, this will make it easier to explain subtle details in mixes. Now that we have visually mapped out all the equipment in the studio, in the third video, Musical Dynamics Created in the Control Room, we can now show how all of the equipment can be used together to create different styles of mixes. We can show the common structures of mixes used for different styles of music and different types of songs. Once you see all that can be done in the studio to create different types of mixes, it gives you a perspective on all the possibilities available.